America. I'm Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to the show. It's time for baseball in the Bay Area as we welcome you to the Oakland Coliseum. We've got an AL Western Division showdown tonight between the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim and the Oakland A's. The Athletics are riding an 8-game win streak. They'll try to run it to 9 next. Find a Blue will be on the mound for the series opener. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, this guy is one of the better pitchers in the league, and one stat that jumps out, take a look at that strikeout to walk ratio. That's about as good as it gets. And look for him to dominate in this one.
Next up, Roberto Clemente. And we are set for baseball here this evening. First pitch on the way. Little chopper back to the mound. And there's one away. Let's take a look at the Angels starting lineup. Dan, who do we keep an eye on?
You always have to beware of Mike Trout. This guy knows how to drive in runs. Had over 25 runs batted in last month. You've got to pay attention to how he goes about it. Ground balls, fly balls, home runs, any way to drive in a run. And that's what he's doing. He tries to have a major impact on every game he plays in.
Right side, but it's well fouled. Bases are empty, 1 man out. 0-2 the count to Hernandez.
That's a real nice location with that fastball up and in on the hands. Hard to do much with that because a hitter really can't extend his arms very easily.
Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Hit hard. hard back up the middle. Taken in by Simeon. In time to first, and there are 2 away. Next, it'll be Mike Trout. And as you can tell easily from the splits, he's really struggled away from their home ballpark. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. Judge has to retreat to the track, but he has it to retire the side. Angels are gone in order. Angels nothing. A's coming to bat. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Griffin Canning, a California-born right-hander, is on the mound. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, this guy's had a really solid season, and what shows me that more than anything, solid 3-to-1 strikeout to walk ratio, and if he continues to do that, he'll pitch really well in this one.
So now to the plate, Ronald Acuna. Coming into this one, his season home run total tops in the American League.
And not surprisingly, he's also near the top of the league in slugging percentage, which means not every ball's leaving the yard. A lot of extra base hits in this guy's arsenal.
In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. So, fellas, this Angels team entering play here tonight. They suffered a bit of a setback last time out, but not to worry. They're still 6-2 over their previous 8 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, no excuses anymore. April, May go by. You kind of cut your teeth, try and find clubhouse chemistry, execute on the field. We're in June now. This is a good harbinger of what's to come, and this team's playing well. Expect them to be in the race for a while.
Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Into the windup and the pitch.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
We just saw a fastball right there. I would not be shocked if he tries to get this guy to go fishing right here and drops a little off-speed pitch in the dirt.
3-2 to the A's center fielder.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
Now the payoff pitch home. That's down into left center for a base hit. And now it'll rattle up against the wall. And he will pull into second with a leadoff double.
Man, I don't think he could have bisected those fielders any better if he tried. Drove that one into the alley for a gapper that'll bring him easily into second base.
At the plate now, number 19, as he rips it on the ground to second. And that's out number 1. With that, let's look at the starting lineup for the hometown A's. Mark DeRosa, tell us about this lineup and how they continue the winning streak.
Matty, this lineup screams it needs an overhaul. When you're last in the league in on-base percentage, you're not doing a lot of things very well. You're not giving quality at bats. You're not being professional at the plate and forcing the opposition to be on their heels at all. Empty base paths consistently lead to a lot of zeros on the scoreboard.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Lifted down the line in left. But no one gets to this one as it lands in the home bullpen. A foul ball. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. And this pitch is low, but Pudge is able to hang with it there. Strike 3 on a pitch in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. Brett is retired, 2 down now.
Batting 4.
So that brings up the always intense Matt Chapman. He'll be looking for better results in this one. He was 0 for 4 in the ballgame back on Sunday. And now the first pitch. swing and a flare hit toward right. Rendon over to his left, and that ends the inning. One left for Oakland. We are still scoreless. Second inning set to go. Next, the dangerous power threat, Wilson Contreras. First delivery to him. Bouncer up the middle. Simeon's there. Throw is in time for the first out of the second.
That's it. The left field.
All right, guys, here's how the Oakland A's are lining up defensively. And we get to watch one of the best right fielders in the game today. He brought home gold last year. We know right fielder profiles as a huge offensive producer, but this guy covers a ton of ground all the way to the foul line with a strong throwing arm.
Standing in now, Joe Carter. As with one away, he can't make contact on the first pitch. It's strike one. And Dan Dero, this Oakland ball club entering play here tonight, they have certainly had it going lately. Winners of 8 in a row.
I'm super excited, Matty, to watch this team play today because it's rare. You don't see many teams rattle off 8 wins in a row like they have. It's all working for them right now, and I'm super excited to watch them take the field today.
Batting sixth. The shortstop.
Next up is Ovechkin. He's carrying a batting average of just over 300, so clearly he's been a productive player with the bat in his hand so far. As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball one. Now a swing, and he gets him to pop it up, and that's going to land foul.
Ball two.
And he lays off this one down and in for ball
Balls,
two.
1 strike.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
I got
3 and 1 to him now.
1 strike.
Now here it comes. And good work there as this is taken for ball 4, and the Angels have themselves a 2-out base runner.
Man, that's just painful for a pitcher right there. A 3-2 offering that was right on the corner, but he couldn't get in the chase, and he doesn't get the call. Can't beat yourself up about that one too much.
Gary Sheffield is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. And that's up in the zone a bit, but a called strike 0-2.
Boy, this is one of those ABs you like to hit the rewind button on. Put himself in a tough spot now, hitting with 2 strikes.
The 0-2 once more. Down low, and he gets the call. Strike 3 looking. Angels strand 1. We go to the bottom of the second. No score. Digging in will be Andrew McCutcheon. Lifetime versus this pitcher. He's hitless in 3 at-bats. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. Now a fastball that couldn't quite find the zone. It's ball 1. Well, should be 2-0, but he goes way out of the zone to go after that one, and it's even 1-1.
Woo, that was an ugly swing. If I'm pitching right now, I'm throwing that same pitch again. That was ugly.
2-1 the count. Into the windup and the pitch. Maybe a little jumpy there as he swings through the fastball. And prior to the 2-2, he'll step out of the box and ask for time. Now the pitch. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. So a good start to the inning for the A's as their leadoff hitter reaches base safely.
Dan, he took that right back in his face right there. Exactly what you're trying to do. Middle cut that. Are you a little concerned?
Yeah, that's a case of the ball being right down the middle. As a pitcher, you want to work the corners and stay out of that middle part of the zone. You paid for it right there with a solid base hit.
And they will not get McCutcheon here. He's in safely to second base. Well, that stolen base was about as bang-bang as they come, and his show track demonstrates to us right here it was his top speed that really made all the difference. He definitely got wheels, and they were on display there. So let's take a peek at the umpiring crew working this one. Behind the plate is Eric Summersgill.
Yeah, Dan, we got Eric Summersgill behind the dish. Really likes to work the ball east-west. What did you like? Did you like north-south, east-west?
I thought east-west, D-Roll. The more I could get away with on the outside corner, inside corner, give me a wider plate than a higher plate. I think it's a lot easier to pitch to a wider plate.
Boy, he sped him up in this at-bat. Now it's time for the changeup. This guy's got a good one, and he hasn't thrown it yet in this at-bat.
Count even at 2-2. From the belt, kicks and deals. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
Well, his struggles continue. It's been a rough go of it at the plate with him, and watching this at-bat, it's clear to me that his rhythm and timing, they're just all off. Even as a pitcher like I was, you can tell these things and exploit them.
Reined in. The tag gets one. He'll put this in his pocket and be content with just the one out.
Batting it.
And the Hall of Fame catcher, Gary Carter, hits next. Now the first pitch. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Turned on down the line. And this gets past him at third as it hugs the line. A fair ball. So now they'll have two men in scoring position following the two-out double.
The good news for pitchers in this park is that it doesn't give up many home runs. A lot of room in the outfield. Sometimes that's the bad news as well, though, because there's a lot of space for hits to get down and to go for extra bases just like that.
Fouled off. Bottom of the second here with no score. This at-bat is quickly moving from bad to worse. It's 0-2 now.
You know, this isn't a ballpark that yields a lot of runs, so when you've got a chance like this to put some early runs on the board, it becomes really important to do so.
Hit hard up the middle. And that's through into center field. Base hit. And the second run will score. That makes it a 2-0 ball game.
This one's a long way from being over, Hero, but that big base hit right there gives him a 2-run lead. Yeah, Dan, without question right there. Huge at-bat, gives his team the lead. Hopefully the pitcher's able to settle down now. He's got some runs on his back, and he's able to go out and execute.
Second shot now. He doubled to start out the home first. Oh, he's got him in the palm of his hand now. It's 0-2.
After that off-balance swing right there, you find yourself down 0-2 and wishing you were back.
But we'll have to press pause as that strike 3 to retire the side. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. We'll go now to the top of the third. It's the A's 2 and the Angels nothing. Tell me what you want, what you really. New inning set to get underway, and that'll bring in the veteran catcher, Pudge Rodriguez.
Hey, Matty, they need to get some offense going in this one. Getting a run back in this inning, give them a little bit of confidence that they can keep up in this game.
And they'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball 1.
Pitcher wants to have a quick inning right here, capitalize on the momentum his batters have.
Fastball on the inner third, taken for a strike. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Swing and a liner. And he will reach down to pluck this one off his shoe top. So fine play there for the first out. So with one away, a couple of teams out of the AL West doing battle in this one. So let's check out where they sit in the standings entering play here today. Stepping up is Anthony Rendon. The average on the year for him is just shy of 310 entering action in this one. And a good pitch on the inside corner for strike 1.
That's why this guy is great. Never misses over the heart of the plate. He's got electric stuff with pinpoint control to all 4 quadrants.
Angels have their first hit of the game.
You think there's any justice in the game? Watch those two at-bats. Both of them hit on absolute screws. One's right at one guy, and then one's a single.
Stepping in now, Roberto Clemente. McCutcheon on the move. He gets there and makes a fine running play for the second out.
The first baseman, number 17.
Runner at first with 2 gone in the inning. And that'll bring up the former National League MVP, Keith Hernandez. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1.
Hey, I don't blame him for giving up on that curveball. That was a rainbow coming out of the sky. Stole a strike.
Here it comes, 0-2.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating and feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
Nope.
And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball.
1 and 2. Man, this guy's a grinder. Fouls off good pitches and doesn't seem to swing at the ones just off the corner. This guy's a pitcher's nightmare.
And he popped him up, but this will land untouched. Rendon is off at first with 2 away. Hit softly down the line at first. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. As a look, now the pitch. Trying to pick up that outside corner, but this misses, and it's back to even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Swing, and he pops him up. In there, a base hit, and he'll reach first safely.
Boy, this is just a case of another really good hitter finding a way, even though that was a soft liner, finding a way to get hits.
Yeah, he usually hits rockets and catches the barrel, but even his soft liners fall. Dan, he has a knack for keeping his bat in his zone and giving himself a chance much longer than the average ball player.
Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. And that'll bring Mike Trout to the dish. 0-1 the count. Popped him up. Chapman is there. And that ends the inning. Angels strand a couple. They trail it here 2-0. So now here is number 19. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Now the first pitch. As he'll get caught chasing a bad one there at strike 1.
Swing and a miss on a nasty slider right there. Always felt toughest pitch in the game. If you're a guy who liked to work a big part of the field, you were on that fastball middle away. Well, that slider looked like a heater for about 56 feet 6 inches.
And he squares this one nicely, and it's lined into center field for a leadoff single.
Leadoff single to start the third right now. From an offensive standpoint, keep the aggressive at-bats happening. Keep the pressure on the defense. Everything's looking good right now.
In now, George Brett. And on the first pitch, he grounds foul. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Left fielder is on the move. He's not going to have a play on it, and this might bring home the runner from first. And he is in there.
Left fielder really never had a chance at that one at all. It was over his head before he knew it, bouncing off the base of the wall for an easy double. Those are the kind of shots anyone would feel good about.
And that'll bring in Matt Chapman. And it's fouled away. He's got a chance to add to this early. Guys in scoring position. Now a curveball knocked down at home plate. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. Couple of men in scoring position here with none down. This one's down to third. Throw on to first, and one third baseman grounds out to the other, 1 away. And they've got the runner trapped in a hot box between second and third now. Throw back to second, and that's a double play.
Doesn't happen often throughout the course of the season, but right there, you talk about having awareness, taking advantage of a team that's maybe sleepwalking a little bit on the base pass. Unbelievable job to get 2 outs for the price of 1 in that situation.
So the next hitter to dig in will be Andrew McCutchen. Foul swing and a deep drive to left, and it ain't coming back. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. It's a solo shot off the bat of Andrew McCutchen. 6th home run on the season for him. As the A's have opened it up even further, it's now 4-0.
Hey, that's the price you pay right there when you try and sneak a fastball past this guy. Power hitter, and every power hitter in the league knows you got to start with the numero uno, number 1, man. You got to get on the heater and adjust to everything else, and he did just that.
Pulled the fastball down a little too much there. That's ball 1. The bouncer to the left side. Throw under Hernandez for the putout, and the inning is over. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, including the home run. No errors, and no one left. 3 innings complete. The A's lead it 4-0. All set for the start of the 4th. And digging in is the veteran DH, Wilson Contreras. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. Contreras is considered one of the best defensive catchers in the game today. He often gets praised for his work behind the plate, and I know a lot. A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. And he will run this one down, moving to his right, and that's the first out of the inning.
The left fielder, number 29, Joe.
So next to hit is Joe Carter, 0 for 1 after a pop-out in foul territory his first time through. Now here's the pitch.
Yeah. One of the biggest factors on how long you're going to go with a start is how many first pitch strikes you throw. 80% usually means you're going to have a pretty good day. That's on the menu so far.
1-1 the count to Joe Carter. Now here's the pitch. Now a ball swung on and heading for the stands in right, and that'll move the count to 1-2 now. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
I think he's shown you right there he was trying to put you away with the off-speed pitch. Have to be leery of that right there and take pull side away. That'll keep you on all stuff, fastballs and the off-speed.
And that is swung on and missed. He's down on strikes, and the first 2 are retired here to begin inning number 4. 2 gone now for the Angels in the 4th. In to bat next, the legacy Bo Bichette is ready. Here's the first pitch.
0-1's the count.
50th pitch of the game on its way.
That's a
ball and a strike. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors to this point for the Angels. Out in front there as this one's pulled off to the left side. Hit on the ground for Simeon at short. He's got it. Throwing the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as the side is retired. Angels go down 1-2-3. They're down 4-0. Now the A's designated hitter, Austin Riley, reached by way of a fielder's choice his first time around. Swing and a miss on a slider, 0-1.
It's really hard to match up this poor performance when you dive into the numbers. This guy's thrown over 80% of his first pitches for strikes, but he's going to need to have to clean his stuff up a little bit better and get the ball down in the strike zone.
He's able to ride this one high and deep toward right center. Going back is the right fielder, and it It's gone as they add still another. Solo shot to right center. Third home run for him on the year, and the A's add on more. It's now a 5-0 game.
Well, he won his last start, but he didn't give up any long balls. He's already given up 2 here, so he's got his work cut out for him if he's going to get the W in this one. He's going to have to start keeping the ball in the yard for starters.
Into the box, Gary Carter. Fastball right back to the mound. And they'll flip on to first to record the out.
The batter, number 10, shortstop, Marcus.
Now 1 down with the bases empty. And up next, a Berkeley area native, Marcus Semien. First pitch on the way. As he can't catch up on a fastball at the letters, and it's strike 1. This one's down to third. And there are 2 away now.
The center fielder, number 13, Ronald Acuna Jr.
2 away now in the Oakland 4th. And that'll bring up the always dangerous Ronald Acuna Jr. Halfway to 100 pitches. Here it is. In tied at 93, ball 1.
Hey, they say solos won't kill us, but I got to believe this guy's looking to do exactly that.
Now a good pitch on the inside part of the plate ties him up, and it's 1-1.
Not much you can do with that one. Tied him up in knots.
It's 2-1 to the A's leadoff batter.
Lots of hits given up, but so far no walks. At least he's making them work to get on base. Problem is, they haven't had to work too hard.
To 2-2 now.
Hey, I got to commend him a little bit. Leadoff homer, and now he's 1 pitch away from getting out of this inning without any further damage.
Swung on in the dirt for the 3rd strike. Rodriguez is after it, and that ends the inning. The A's add on to their lead with the solo home run. We played 4, and the lead is now 5-0. Back at the Oakland Coliseum, and before we go much further, let's check in with Heidi Watney. All ready to go in the top of the 5th. And standing in is the veteran 3rd baseman, Gary Sheffield. First pitch coming. Here it is.
That's the ball.
And that misses ball 1.
Counts 1-0.
That hook stayed up in the zone. You can see he struggled with that curveball early. He's trying to find that release point with his off-speed pitches. Tough to see if he can find the feel for that thing moving forward.
And he'll put this one away for the first out of the inning.
Now batting,
Next to stand in is Buzz Rodriguez. Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, he hit it hard. That's all you can ask. You can't control the result sometimes, Matty. Just unlucky with the placement.
No balls and 1 strike. And he fouls this one off. Rodriguez stands 5'9" as you see him in the right-handed box. He's been in the big leagues for over 2 decades now. That kind of longevity is extremely rare in just about any sport. It's great to see.
Yeah, there's just no other way to slice it but the fact that if you're going to hang in for over 2 decades, you're probably Hall of Fame worthy, or at least have accrued the numbers to get you there. I mean, for people to stay in the game that long, the amount of adjustments you have to make and the ability to find a way to stay on the field, to go to the post and stay healthy for over 2 decades is mind-blowing.
the batter, number 6, second baseman, Anthony Rendon.
Digging in next will be Anthony Rendon. He singled in his first AB. Pitch on the way.
Ball
And they'll
one,
try
no
and get him
strike.
out in front to start the at-bat, but this misses off the plate away. It's ball one. Hit in the air down the right field line. Heading after it is Judge. He gets there to make the play, and that ends the inning. Angels are gone in order. They can't chip into that 5-0 deficit. Aaron Slegers, the tall right-handed reliever, takes over pitching duties out of the bullpen now.
Aaron.
Ready now is number 19. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. First offering on its way. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. Gets the fastball by him here. He's in control 0-2.
Don't expect too many more high fastballs in this one. He is known for his sinker, keeping the ball on the ground.
Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike 3 called, 1 away. There's a look at the final line for the Angels starter, and clearly he was off his game this evening.
Yeah, nothing seemed in sync for him out there in this one, Matt. He just couldn't get the ball where he wanted to, and the opponents really took advantage of that. That's a brutal feeling sitting in the dugout. Know that you disappointed your team and you went out there and laid an egg.
George Brett is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a ball outside. It's 1-0. Well off the inside that time as the sinker misses for a ball.
Hey, not a good spot to be, down 2-0. This guy has some serious pop at the plate. I'm expecting a big hack here.
2-1 after the foul ball there. Fouled away. And he'll find a way to get a piece of that one to stay alive. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Sinker. 3-2 now.
And this is where he's especially dangerous, because if you walk him, he can steal a base on you. But if you lay a fastball in there, he can take you deep, too.
Lined into right, a base hit.
That was actually a well-executed fastball in to in off the plate. Credit the offensive player. He smelled that coming. Turned and burned.
So a runner at first with 1 out now. And up next, the power-hitting 3rd baseman, Matt Chapman. From the stretch. Pitch out.
1-0.
Nothing doing. Brett, base runner at first with 1 out. That evens it up 1-1. From the belt, kicks and deals.
Ball 2.
Hit sharply on the ground. Bichette gathers it in. He'll go to the bag for 1. Over to Hernandez for the inning-ending double play. So no runs on 1 base hit, no errors, and no one left on. We're through 5 here at the ballpark. It's the A's 5 and the Angels nothing. So the lineup flips over, and digging in Roberto Clemente. And at this point of the game, I think it's clear that the plan of attack against the top of the order has worked.
Oh, when you've only surrendered one hit to the top three guys in the order up to this point in the game, you know you're doing something right, Matt. You're spot on. Whatever they discussed coming into this game has worked out beautifully.
First pitch coming. Here it is.
Ball, that's down.
Hey, this is a real pesky hitter right here. As a pitcher, you really like to keep this guy off the bases. This is a guy that kind of sets the tables for big innings.
Can't get around quick enough, and that'll move the count to 1-1. A ball and 2 strikes now. Hit out towards second. And the throw is wide as it pulls the first baseman off the bag.
Boy, this is an absolute gift to them, especially when they've had so much trouble getting anybody on base. So now the leadoff hitter is aboard and might be looking to run. They've got to do whatever they can to get some offense going.
Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. And that brings up the former MVP, Keith Hernandez, as he'll take a look at ball 1.
Ball,
2-0 now.
All you want is the leadoff man to get on to start a big inning, maybe get a big rally going to claw your way back into this ball game.
A runner at first with no outs here. 3-0 now. Trouble waiting next as you see Mike Trout in the on-deck circle. 3-1. From the belt, the pitch. Fouled off. Now the 3-2 pitch is swung on and missed. Strike 3.
Not too often you see an at-bat go from 3-0 to a strikeout, so that's a pretty good job on the mound right there. Kind of nice that he got a free strike from the 3-0 take, but he still had to put it in the zone.
Here's the center fielder, Mike Trout. Swing and a liner. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. Throw into second. And they'll have runners at second and third following the one-out double.
Yeah, I think he was sitting on the fastball, so he got the changeup. He was way out in front of it, but he kept his hands back long enough to keep it fair down the line. That's not always easy to do.
Next to hit will be Wilson Contreras. He'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. And now here's a ball hit pretty well out toward right center field. Catch is made deep in the alley, and here comes the runner from third. And that'll put him on the board as it's now a 5-1 ball game. 2 men are out now in the Angels' 6th. And up next, former World Series hero Joe Carter. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. Men on third with 2 down. A 2-0 count to the Angels left fielder.
Well, this is a spot you'd like to be in. 2-0, good hitter. He's going to turn it loose right here.
As a look, now the pitch. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. 2 outs here with a runner at third. Curveball, and he thought it was strike 2. Instead, it goes to 3-1. Bo Bichette would be next. Lined into right, a base hit. And the run's going to score as they inch back a bit closer. It's now a 5-2 ball game. The tag, and they'll get him at second. And with that, the side is retired. So 2 runs on 2 hits, 1 error in the inning, and no one left on base. The 5, 6, and 7 slots due up in the bottom of inning number 6. Oakland is on top in this one, 5-2. Here's Andrew McCutcheon now.
The left fielder.
As he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike. He's got hits in both of his at-bats so far in this one. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
And that'll bring up Aaron Judge. As he takes a called strike on the black, it's 0-1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. On a line, that's a base hit into left field.
Now back, the designated hitter, Oscar.
And stepping in, Austin Riley comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. He's set and the pitch. Popped him up. Hernandez is under it, and he makes the catch for the second out.
The catcher, number 8, Gary.
So it's a runner at first with 2 men out. And up next will be the Hall of Famer catcher Gary Carter. As a look, now the pitch. This one's down to third. Scooped up. Throw under Hernandez for the put-out, and the inning is over. The A's strand 1. They're still out in front, 5-2. Into the box, Bichette, and he'll get us started in what's officially the back third of this one. First offering. Breaking ball below the zone. That's ball 1.
1-0.
Here's a swing and a miss, 1-1.
Get it ready, big boy. This guy's throwing 3 digits right here. The best way I can help the fans is 90 to 92, you can usually see seams. 92 to 95, it starts to really quicken up on you. Over 3 digits, you're seeing a white blur.
Tried to shoot the corner and he missed it, 2-2. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue.
Hey, last 2 pitches back-to-back, off speed, then he's late on the fastball. He can pretty much do anything he wants right here on the mound.
Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Boy, really making him work now as the 7th pitch of the at-bat is also fouled away, so the count will hold steady at 3 balls and 2 strikes. And a good take there as they'll have a leadoff man aboard to start the 7th. It's ball 4.
And you can tell by his body language that he's beyond frustrated by that call. He's got to be wondering what he's got to do, but the last thing he needs to do is to let it get under his skin. That will only make things worse.
First pitch of the AB now. Gary Sheffield stands in as he looks at a called strike.
Hey, this guy's been throwing in gems so far. We're moving on later into this game, and he's right at about league average for first pitch strikes.
From the belt, kicks and deals.
You got to go into battle mode after falling down 0-2 and find a way to work yourself back to even.
Bichette on at first, nobody out. Can't quite get around in time to keep it fair, and it remains 0-2.
He got a mistake right there, but missed it. Can't foul that pitch off in a big spot. 0-2 count. Heater caught too much of the zone.
Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going.
When a pitcher puts you in the proverbial rocking chair like he's doing right now, you have to take a deep breath. You can't start trying to guess along with him. Trust your fundamentals and stay on that fastball.
Oh, and this ball is absolutely blasted. High and deep into the concrete staircases and gone.
No surprise with that swing of the bat. This guy is simply one of the best in the game right now. There's not too many guys that take a beautiful hack like that in the league.
Now time is called as both guys in the bullpen are ready to go. Now you see the A's manager up out of the dugout on his way toward the mound. And he's going to motion for his bullpen here. That'll do it for the starter tonight. So as he leaves with the bases empty, he stands to be the winning pitcher here tonight if the bullpen can hold up the one-run lead. Jordan Hicks is going to come on in relief as he'll be making his 20th appearance of the season.
Number 14, Jordan Hicks.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Pitch is popped up. Brett has room in foul territory. 1 out.
The batter, number 6, second baseman, Anthony Rendon.
So 1 away now for the Angels in the 7th. And that'll bring up Anthony Rendon into the corner and slicing foul. Right there, and it's quickly 0-2 now.
Hey, boys, he's lucky he's getting this pitch back right here. That's normally a wipeout pitch down and away. He hung that one. It looked like he almost confused the hitter.
Struck him out.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
So now to the plate, Roberto Clemente. As he'll watch a slider that runs out of the strike zone away for ball 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Lined hard to center field. And a diving effort in center, but it's going to skip right on by him. And hold all tickets now as the tying run gets into scoring position with a 2-out double. Well, it took him till the 7th, but he gets his first hit of the game here, and that'll extend his hitting streak.
Yeah, and he didn't come out of what he was trying to do all day, Dan. Kept the front shoulder up, kept the ice water in his veins, and didn't try and get too big. Extends the hitting streak. Nice job.
You know, D-Row, I talked to him before the game about the streak, and he said the toughest part is he hopes to get hits early in the game to take the pressure off. He had to wait to the 7th inning in this one to come through.
Raleigh Fingers will get the ball here as he looks to get the final out in the top of the 7th. At the plate now, Keith Hernandez. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And he is going to tie this ball game late as this ball is down for extra bases.
You know, D'Lo, in today's game, it's not easy scoring in the late innings, so that RBI base hit to tie things up, that comes at a really good time.
Yeah, I say it's not easy. They got 11 guys in the bullpen. I don't think a guy throws under 97 miles an hour with sinking cut. That is unbelievable. He's able to get that knock in that big spot.
Counts even to Trout, 1-1.
I can't imagine that pitcher was trying to put it right over the heart of the plate. Thank God he took that pitch right there. He'd be getting one back from the umpire.
Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Here comes the 1-2. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. Gone. A two-run shot that gives them the lead. Two-run shot that time for Mike Trout. Home run number 15 for him thus far, and they take a 7-5 lead. Certainly a tape measure shot there as we take a look at it with our show track technology. 111 miles an hour was the exit velocity, so it comes as no surprise that it carried as far as it did. No hits to this point. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. So the two-out base hit in the top of the inning is still alive. That base hit was screaming off the bat, and our show track technology more than confirms it. 111 miles an hour was the exit velocity of that line drive. Joe Carter is at the plate as he takes a cold strike one. And there's ball one.
That's the heavy sinker right there. He has the ability to get ground balls when he needs them, potential double play situations, or to get that jam job with no one on base, that tapper right back to the pitcher. One of the toughest pitches to hit in the game.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Hit the other way out toward right field. Judge is on the move. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. 9 men come to the plate, however. 5 of them score. It's stretch time here in Oaktown. It's the Angels 7 and the A's 5. Bottom of the inning now, and that'll bring forth the power-speed combination. Marcus Semien. Here's the first pitch. Here's a little chopper up the middle. It'll be a tough play. Throw to first is in time for the first down.
Now back, center fielder, Ronald Acuna Jr.
Next to hit, Ronald Acuna. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch. Five runs, 10 hits, and 1 error on the Oakland line score. Good pitch there down below the zone, got him to go after it. Some stirring now in that Angel bullpen, as it'll be both a lefty and a righty that start to get loose. Struck him out again, I should say, his third punch out of the game.
That's not an at-bat he's going to look back on and be happy about. Obviously, the strikeout result isn't good, but to go down on 3 pitches and none of which were even in the strike zone, as you see there, that's not a good look.
The plate now, number 19. As the first pitch to him, a sinker in the dirt for ball 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. And that one misses badly. It's ball 2.
That's where he wants that sinker to end up, but that was a nice job of laying off.
Outside and low, 3-0.
Now with the bases empty, I think he needs to be careful not to just groove one here just because it's 3-0. He's a guy that could ambush you and lose one over the wall.
And he takes ball 4, so he's on. And as you know, that often means the steal could be an overheat. So they'll go to the bullpen now, and it'll be the left-hander here to face the upcoming left-handed batter. He's set. Here it comes. And a pitch out. Nothing doing, though, and that's ball 1. A runner on first with 2 away. a base hit on the line. Long throw to third. And he'll make it up safely to third, so they're at the corners now with 2 men out.
Yeah, batting averages are much better 1-0 in a count than they are when the count is even. They opted to go with a pitch out to lead off the at-bat, and it obviously cost them. No real damage done yet, but now they've even got a tougher situation to deal with.
And now the first pitch. Ready with the 0-1 pitch.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And that one misses here as he falls behind the Oakland third baseman. 2-1 now.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be really aggressive. With 2 guys already on, pretty good shot. He's going to get a challenge pitch right here.
The 2-1. Takes him swing and miss on a ball out of the zone for strike 2.
With runners on base, 2 outs and 2 strikes, this is a big next pitch for both sides.
And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. Lots of possible outcomes on this pitch.
Now the payoff pitch home. Hit high and deep out to left center field. Back goes Trout for the track. On the warning track, he makes the catch. A's strand a couple. They're down 7-5. Ready to begin the 8th, and stepping up as the shortstop, Bo Bichette. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch.
Yeah.
As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Row, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage.
Yeah, you know, D-Row, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point, and what happens when that happens? Hitters make you pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one.
Gary Sheffield stride in one more time as we flash you back to earlier. This was a big blow right here as he leaves the yard with plenty to spare. Now the pitch. Swing and a miss that time. Strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. Bouncer to the left side. On the first, and he's breezing through the 8th here with 2 quick outs. So next to bat will be Pudge Rodriguez. Popped into foul ground his last time up.
Yeah, Matt, he's got to make an adjustment right here. His swing definitely broke down, dropped his back shoulder, and thus the result was a terrible pop-up foul.
Good bite to the forkball, 0-1.
They've done a real nice job keeping this guy in the wraps in this one. No hits for him so far, and what stands out to me is they're going right after him. They're not pitching him like they're afraid he's going to do any damage.
Behind 0-2 now. 0-2 count, and the pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Acuña's there for it, and he's got it for the final out of the frame. Angels go down 1-2-3. They lead it 7-5. Robert Gesellman is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 44.
Now to the plate, Andrew McCutchen. He homered earlier and is 2 for 3 to this point. First delivery to him. This is line to left. Carter is right there as he puts it away, no problem for the first down.
Well, he hit that ball pretty well, but the only problem was that he pulled off it just a bit. The location was a little on the outer half, so he would have hit it even better if he would have stayed through the middle of the field with it.
Here's big Aaron Judge, pulled high in the air out to left field. Carter is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are two gone now.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Austin Riley.
Next will be the designated hitter, Austin Riley. And if you remember, I'm sure he does, he hit a round tripper back in the fourth. Here's the first pitch. And he's a bit tardy there on the first pitch fastball. It's 0-1. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Popped up. Hernandez is there for it. No problem with this one, and the inning is over. So they go down without a whimper here. We've played 8 full. It's the Angels 7 and the A's 5. Set to start the 9th in this one, and the next hitter will be the right-handed batter Anthony Rendon. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
A swing and a ground ball to third. Throw on the first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway. Back to the top of the Angels lineup now, and stepping in, Roberto Clemente. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Now time is called as both guys in the bullpen are ready to go. Tom Henke enters the game with 1 gone in the top of inning number 9.
Number 50, Tom Henke.
First offering on its way. Saws him off here as this ball's popped into the air. And he'll find a way to dodge the shrapnel out there to make the play for route number 2.
The first baseman, Keith Hernandez.
Ready now for L.A., Keith Hernandez. He's doubled and singled in 4 at-bats in this contest. First pitch of the AB now. Swing and a liner. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. He takes the turn and heads for second. And he is into second with a double, his 3rd hit of the night.
When it left his bat, I thought it might throw a foul, but he manages to squeak it just inside the right field line for a well-hit line drive double. By the time the right fielder tracked it down, he was easily into second.
A couple of RBIs for him already, and a chance for more here. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. 1-2 now. And it's fouled away. Hernandez at second with 2 down. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball.
This is exactly the reason why this guy has been so successful and has played this game so long. Scrambling pitch after.
We'll have to leave it there as the play is made for the 3rd out. 2-out double left stranded. Don't go anywhere. More Tuesday night baseball after this. Jack Morris enters the game to finish this one off here in the bottom of the 9th.
Number 47,
Now at the plate, here is Gary Carter, grounded out in his last at-bat. Swing and a miss, strike one. Morris enters the day in third place among closers in All-Star fan voting, so it remains to be seen if he gets his invite to this year's festivities.
Yeah, and you don't want to leave it up to a manager's decision. You want to get in based on the fan vote, and he has a chance to do exactly that if he can make a late push as we head towards the Midsummer Classic.
So the leadoff man gone to start the top of the ninth, and we take a look at league saves leaders entering play. And as you can see there, he currently leads the AL in that department. So the next at bat will be Marcus Semien, who bounced out last time up.
Yeah, I understand that, Matty, but this guy's got burner wheels down the first base line. I don't think he even concerns himself with that. He has to put it on the ground. That's part of what makes him successful.
And he'll put this one away in foul territory for the second out. Now back to the top of the lineup, stepping in, Ronald Acuna comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the ninth. Down and in here, 1 ball, no strikes. 2-run game, last of the ninth with 2 away. And he fouls this one off. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Good pitch as this is swung on and missed, and now they're down to perhaps their final strike of the evening. Last strike now for Oakland. Protecting with 2 strikes, went out of the zone that time, but he stays alive.
If you're on the mound right there and you're getting a swing at a breaking ball off the plate, do not be shocked if he's tucked something up under this guy's chin hot right here.
Again, another foul ball. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Swing and a missile sent out to center field. But this is taken in as a perfect metaphor to end this one, as that ball was hit hard, but the ball game is over. 7-5, tonight's final. The Los Angeles Angels capitalized on a huge 7th inning on the way to the win. Aaron Slegers wins out of the bullpen his 9th victory of the year. Jack Morris earns the save out of the bullpen, his league best 25th of the season. So that will wrap things up. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our whole crew, I'm Matt Vasturgeon. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, head to theshow.com.
Our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Angels, 7 runs on 10 hits. No errors. They left. I feel like I'm gonna live somehow.
Your love never meant much to me. Love never meant much to me. Your love never meant much to me.
God ordered is Tokyo and I'm Godzilla. Playing blackjack versus dead, you're on the card dealer. Just bought a demon, I'm screaming about the car dealer. Last temptation of Mike, but I'm a God figure. Tell me as a Bob that the God don't need a job.
Inside the Show. Here's your host, Justin Allegri.
Welcome to our Wednesday edition of Inside the Show. Let's jump right into Tuesday's action. Starting out west in the American League, the Angels knocked out 10 hits as a team as they defeated the A's in Oakland 7-5. Framber Valdez grabbed win number 6 on the year, leading the Astros past the Indians 3-1. He is currently in the top 5 in the AL in shutouts. The Rangers grabbed 13 hits in the game as they took down the visiting Mariners 7-3. The Red Sox second baseman, number 8, drove in 4 and had a home run as the Red Sox were victorious over the Blue Jays 7-4. He is currently in the top 5 in the AL in triples. The White Sox starting pitcher, number 10, got the win and now has 350 in his career, helping the White Sox dispose of the Twins 7-3. He is among the AL leaders in wins. The O's combined to give up just 5 hits as they took down the Tigers in Detroit 1-0. The Kansas City Royals combined for 10 hits as a team as they defeated the visiting Yankees 6-1. The Marlins put together 10 total hits as they nabbed the win against the visiting Cubs 5-3. Dominic Smith had a day to remember, amassing an impressive 7 RBIs at the plate, leading the Metropolitans past the Rays 7-2. The Nationals held their opponent to just 2 hits as they had a walk-off victory against the Brewers, 1-0. The Cincinnati Reds went deep 4 times as they took the win in extra innings over the Phillies, 12-11. Dakota Hudson was victorious for the 5th time this season, helping the Cards pass the Buccos 4-0. Will Smith was a major force at the plate with 6 RBIs as the Dodgers grabbed the win against Colorado 18-2. The Padres got 11 hits overall as they made it a laugher against the Diamondbacks 8-1. Jesse Winker was a major force at the plate, driving in 4 as the Giants took down the Braves 6-2. He extended his hitting streak to a modest 6 straight games. And that's what's happening around the baseball world heading into today. Join us again tomorrow for the latest from around Major League Baseball.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, people of all ages, I go by the name of Phil Augusta Jackson. This is the Redondo tape. Shout out to me.
Now from the home of the A's since 1968, it's baseball at the Oakland Coliseum. Today, a contest from the AL West between the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim and the Oakland A's. The race for the division continues to heat up as 2 of the best square off next. Steven Strasburg will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, this guy's last 3 starts haven't been that bad, but he's picked up a no decision in all 3. I'm sure he'd like to pick up the W in this one here today.
Next up, Roberto Clemente. And we are ready for some daytime baseball.
The right fielder.
Strasburg comes set. Here's the first pitch. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. And Dan Dero, these A's, as they begin play here this afternoon, despite that loss last time out, they've been one of the hottest teams around, winning 8 in a row before that.
What an opportunity to get a chance to put our eyeballs on one of the best teams in baseball right now. This team has played so well. Their manager has been on point. Every move he makes is working. Timely hitting, great defense, good bullpen. The starters have been on point. This is going to be special.
Now the pitch.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
A very fine afternoon for baseball. 67 degrees here at first pitch. The 1-2. They try to come in with the fastball, but it's too far in, and it's even at 2-2.
That's a great pitch for a spot like that. It looks like a strike, then it just comes in out of the zone. If you can command that with movement, it's a very effective pitch to pitching hitters inside.
Hit in the air down the right field line. Heading after it is Judge, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out. And with that, let's take a look at the Angels starting lineup. Thoughts, Dan? Who stands out?
Well, Matt, I'm a bit worried about the second hitter. He's really struggled in the power category the last 10 games. How about 0 home runs? You wouldn't expect that from a guy with the kind of power that he displays. Hopefully, this is the game he turns it around.
And that brings up the former MVP, Keith Hernandez. One of the better hitters in the league this year, currently 7th in the American League in hitting. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Batting third, the center fielder, number 27, Mike.
And that'll bring Mike Trout to the dish. It was a 2-hit effort for him, including a home run in last night's game. And now the first pitch.
Looked like he was going to wait him out, see if he was going to come over the heart of the plate. Well, newsflash, he is, and this hitter's going to adjust his batting gloves, and he better be ready in the box.
On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Cold strike on the corner. Good changeup that time.
Ooh, that's a good pitch to take a hack at right there. Changeup up in the zone. He'd like to have that one back.
Now a high fly ball headed for the corner and left. It has the distance. And this will wind up being nothing more than a long foul ball, and it'll hold the count at 0-2. Again, he sends it out of play.
Hey, if he's going to execute that curveball, and that's the first one of the day, if he's going to execute it,
well, leave it right there as he strikes out, and that ends the inning. Angels are gone in order. Angels nothing. A's coming to bat. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Andrew Heaney is on the mound for game 2. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, we're looking at a real solid starting pitcher right here. You take a look at that ERA, anywhere between 3.5 and 4. But I'll tell you what he does know how to do. He knows how to get people out, and he can minimize the damage. He knows how to control the running game. He does a lot of things right, and if he does all those things, expect a real solid performance in this one.
Batting second.
With that, let's look at the starting lineup for the hometown A's. Mark, how do they bounce back and avoid the dreaded sweep?
Well, Matty, this team can do one thing very well. This lineup leads the league in home runs, and that's why people pay the price of admission. They want to see the long ball. Everybody loves home runs, and it's exactly what this lineup gives you. They get count leverage 1-0, 2-0, 3-1. Don't look for that base hit the other way. They are trying to turn and burn.
Batting third, the left fielder, Andrew.
Bases are empty here with 2 away, and that'll bring up the former National League MVP, Andrew McCutchen. Base hit, line drive into the corner. And this will find the wall deep in the corner. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone.
Yeah, I think he was sitting on the fastball, so he got the changeup. He was way out in front of it, but he kept his hands back long enough to keep it fair down the line. That's not always easy to do.
So that brings up the always intense Matt Chapman. These Angels, as they enter play here this afternoon, fellas, they're on a great run of late as they come in winners of 7 of their last 9 games.
Yeah, Matty, I've been really impressed with this team, especially on the recent road trip to start to it. They're 3-1 after 4 games, playing really fundamentally sound baseball. From offense to defense, pitching, it's all coming together for this group.
McCutcheon stands at second with 2 gone. Fouled away. Ready with the 1-2. Nasty breaking ball swung on in the dirt. And the throw to first ends the inning. So they can't make anything out of a 2-out double. More matinee baseball here on a Wednesday afternoon following this. Contreras. His past numbers with Steven Strasburg, he's got a batting average of .444. And facing right-handed pitching so far this season, Contreras carries a hitting line just over the .280 plateau. Here's a good breaking ball as it gets the bottom of the zone. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Working the plate is Carl Dixon.
Dan, this is an offensive player's dream to have Carl Dixon behind the dish. He is tight up.
He is, D-Row, and listen, he makes you bring the ball into the strike zone. Normally, high scoring a game when Carl's behind the dish.
That'll bring up Gary Sheffield. And Strasburg will get ahead of him here with strike 1. Comes in here right at 260. 15 long balls and 49 runs batted in. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Simeon's got it. On to first, and Strasburg's in control here, 2 away.
Batting 6, the catcher, Ivan Rodriguez.
So stepping in is Pudge Rodriguez. Comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. Hey! No score here as we play inning number 2. Here's a high pop-up. Chapman has a play. And that's the 3rd out. Angels go down 1-2-3. We'll go to the bottom of the 2nd. No score. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And up next, it'll be the Hall of Famer, George Brett. First offering. Ooh, started him with the change, and it's 0-1.
Great job by the pitcher right there to pull the string. He knew he had an aggressive hitter at the plate, somebody who was sitting on fastball and ready to do damage. He was able to slow him down right there and get him off balance.
Brett behind, no balls and 2 strikes. Into the windup, here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball, 1 gone.
Just flat out frozen there. Nothing too deceptive about that 4-seam fastball, so I think he wasn't expecting it at all.
And that'll bring up Aaron Judge as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. That batting average hovering in the high 230s. 14 homers and 31 RBIs. There's a swing and a long drive high in the air and deep to center field. A leap at the wall, but forget it, it's gone. A home run. A solo home run there for Aaron Judge. Home run number 15 for him thus far, and the A's are on the board first, 1-0.
And you can see the center fielder tracking the ball the entire way. He thought he had it, and he might tell you he should have had it, but he just couldn't bring it back into the yard. Sometimes it's a game of inches, folks.
Throw in time at first for out number 2.
Batting 8,
At the plate now is Gary Carter, trying to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. First offering. Hit on the ground out to short. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. The A's strike for 1 on the solo homer. We played 2. It's now 1-0 in favor of the A's. And now in the box, he's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off to third after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great.
There's a swing and a high drive into left center field. And, oh, he missed a home run by a matter of feet. It's off the wall. So a good job there as he opens up the 3rd inning with a 2-base hit. And we'll give you a look there at the Angels team leaders in that category as he's been doing well, currently 2nd on the ball club. Standing in now, Joe Carter as the first pitch misses high and inside for ball 1. He'll enter play here with that average down in the low 200s. 11 home runs and 28 RBIs.
I love everything this pitcher's got working right now. He's got presence. He's got great body language on the mound. He's got fastball command and a nice early feel for his off-speed stuff.
Working for the punch-out and the offering. Fastball swung on, missed for the first out.
This is where a strikeout pitcher has such a big advantage. Runner on second and no outs is definitely a strikeout situation in order to keep that runner from getting to third with less than 2 outs. When you can do it, it changes the whole strategy of the inning. Even a ground ball to the right side makes this a lot more dangerous situation.
And there's out number 2.
Up next for the Angels, the right fielder.
Next, it will be Roberto Clemente. The base knock to the outfield could score the tying run from second. First pitch coming. Here it is. And a strike called at the letters. Look high to me, but it's 0-1.
Ooh, that was some gas. Triple digits on the radar gun.
Swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
On 0-2 here, he doesn't have to give in with a great pitch.
Got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. Angels lead 1. They're down 1-0.
We're back now as the A's are ready to bat in the 3rd inning, and as they do, it's worth mentioning that their lineup has been one of the best in baseball this year. Entering the day, they are arguably the most dangerous group of hitters in baseball, as they rank 1st in the majors in both home runs and slugging percentage. Now, obviously, the home runs are a big part of the slugging percentage, but as one of the coaches told me, we've got guys in the lineup with dynamic skill sets. We've got plenty of power, but we've also got guys that will use the whole field and that can turn on the jets when they shoot one into the gap. Safe to say, this is a tough lineup to hold down, guys.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Pitch on the way. Marcus Semien stands in as he swings and misses for strike 1.
That's a ball.
And there's a fastball well off the plate inside. And he just misses inside with the fastball there.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
Now the 2-1 pitch. 2 balls and 2 strikes now. The 2-2. Fouled off. The 2-2 one more time. Breaking ball, and he gets him to chase it in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. Semien is retired, and there's one away. And now here is Ronald Acuna. Flied out in his first at-bat, so making 0 for 1 so far.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB. You know, a lot of guys don't like to swing at the first pitch. That might be the case with this one right here. Took a wheelhouse fastball, 0-0 center cut. Didn't even give the impression he was swinging.
One out, nobody on. It's 2-1 to the A's leadoff batter. Line down the left field line. But this will wind up a foul ball. 2-2.
He got the fastball where he wanted and just pulled off of it.
Changes up on him, and that's in the dirt for a ball.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
And it's fouled away. And he chased it in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. Acuna is retired, 2 down now.
Number 19.
Digging in next, number 19. 0 for 1 here in the early going. First pitch on the way. Swing and a line drive. Well, this one lands in the bullpen area, a foul ball. 2 out, nobody on.
That's a
curveball, close, but it's 1-1. And he comes back with a fastball. 1-2 now. Into the windup and the pitch. Hit sharply on the ground to the left. That's through for a base hit, and he's 1 for 2 now. And that gives Andrew McCutchen an opportunity this inning with 2 out.
Sometimes you need a little luck. Sometimes you need to get a ground ball with eyes. And that's exactly what happened right there.
So the next hitter to dig in will be Andrew McCutchen. He gets a shot to hit here in the inning following the 2-out single.
Yeah, that hit might not amount to much, but anytime you can extend an inning and give a guy with plenty of pop a chance to swing it, the outlook of an inning changes dramatically.
Set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Strike taken. The throw is going to be far too late. That's a stolen base.
That's a great call from the dugout to put the runner in motion that time. With 2 outs and a good hitter at the plate, it's a pretty low-risk play. If he's out, you still got the same good hitter leading off the next inning. But if he's safe, he's in.
It's through. Let's see if they send him around to try to score. And the run's going to come in to score from second as they grab a 2-0 lead now.
Third baseman, Matt.
And that'll bring in Matt Chapman. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First pitch on its way. Hit on the ground to short. Bichette picks it up cleanly. Throw under Hernandez for the putout, and the inning is over. 2 hits lead to a run here for Oakland.
Making a contribution, so that makes me the solution. I've been the problem, yeah. Now I'm part of the solution, yeah. My own personal retribution.
Leading off the inning, it'll be Keith Hernandez. And they could use a spark from him here.
Offense needs to get going right here. You want to try and tighten up this game a little bit before it starts to get into that territory where you're going to start seeing the back end of each bullpen.
First pitch coming. Here it is.
Pull, that's inside.
Strasburg comes set. 1-0 on its way. Lifted in the air out to left field. McCutchen is after it. He gets there and makes the play for the first out. Time now for the A's Road to the Show report as we get a look at a couple of guys making some noise in the upper levels of the minors.
Center fielder Mike Trout as he connects on the first pitch with a fly ball to center. Acuna is there, and on one pitch, Trout is retired.
Now that designated hitter Wilson Contreras.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Wilson Contreras. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. As he'll take a look at a strike on the outside corner. It's 0-1.
Man, this pitcher is on right now, pounding the zone, attacking these hitters. He's making it look easy.
And he fouls this one off. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Hard hit toward the hole. Dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield.
We take a look at the numbers up to this point. You see he's only given up 2 hits so far today, so he's been hitting his spots all game long. Remains to be seen if he can keep that shutout attack going forward, but I'm not betting against him.
Gary Sheffield is in now as he watches a pitch for ball 1. Bouncer down the line. That winds up foul. Contreras, the runner at first with 2 gone. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. This is foul right side.
He's certainly pushing the throttle and pulling it with those 4 pitches. Statistics class tells me I'm sitting fast.
Swing and a miss for strike 3. Pulled the string on him that time, and the inning is over. Angels strand 1. They're down 2-0. Ready to go in the bottom of the 4th. And set to go is the veteran first baseman, George Brett. Pitch on the way. Curveball is nowhere close, and it's 1-0. Breaking ball swung on and grounded to second. Rendon is there, and the throw first is in time. 1 gone. So bases are empty with 1 gone, and that'll bring up the big batter bearing Joe.
And that was a great swing he put on that changeup last time up to hit that home run. Just an absolutely textbook job of letting it travel, keeping his hands back before exploding on it.
Hey, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, that's right where you want to miss. Any lower, and he'll probably make you pay for it.
Called strike on the inside, and he can't believe it at the plate. It's 1-2 now.
Take a step back right here. After 3 fastballs in a row, there is no chance he throws you a 4th.
2 runs, 4 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the A's so far. Grounder down the line at 3rd. And very quickly there, they're 2 gone to start the inning.
Not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
And now Jimmy Fox grounded out in his last at bat. First pitch coming. Here it is. A ball and no strikes. And they won't get him to chase the curveball in the dirt that time, and it's 2-0 now.
outside. 3-0 now.
I'd be shocked if this wasn't a 4-pitch walk right here. He doesn't want to mess around and leave something over the heart of the plate and get beat in this situation.
That one's in there. 3-1.
You maybe get 2 pitches a game where all the guesswork goes out the window. This is certainly that situation.
Ready on 3-1. Here's the pitch. And this one misses inside a ball he walked in, and they've got themselves a 2-out base runner.
Man, the pitcher's wondering how he didn't get that call. Busted him inside on a 3-1 count, and the ump thought it was just a tad off the plate. Tough to get the benefit of the doubt from the umpire when you fall behind in a count like that, though.
Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. And this one's in the dirt. Two out with the man at first. Hit out towards second. Fielded by Rendon. And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. So no runs on no hits, no errors, and 1 man left on. We played 4 full. It's the A's 2 and the Angels nothing. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Matt, I had a chance to discuss the state of the Angels offense with their manager between innings. And he told me he's pretty unhappy with their discipline at the plate in this one. He said their pitch selection has been the main reason for their struggles today, as far too often they've been swinging at pitches outside the strike zone. That's leading to a lot of soft contact and easy outs. So the focus going forward is on shrinking the zone and forcing the opposing pitching to throw more strikes.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
Hey, I don't blame him for giving up on that curveball. That was a rainbow coming out of the sky. Stole a strike.
Again, another foul ball. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. And that misses 2-2.
Well, I think that pitch is the result of a lot of foul balls. He might have tried to do a little bit too much with it, trying to get him to swing through it, but it just ended up taking off on him.
Ready with the 2-2. High and deep down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. This is hit sharply to the left side. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is aboard.
Boy, talking about making a pitcher work, D-Row. 8 pitch at bat finally leads off to a base hit.
I got to be honest with you. After the 7th pitch, you start to get in auto swing mode. He could have thrown the rosin bag and he would have took a hack at it. So hats off to him. Not only battling for 8 pitches, but getting the result.
Into the box now. Bobachek. As he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. It was a double for him in his first turn at the plate. Upper part of the strike zone, a dangerous pitch with the changeup, but he laid off. There's a line drive, base hit to left field.
Dan, count goes out the window with this batter right here. It doesn't matter if it's 0-2, 2-0. He's locked.
He has great bat-to-ball skills. There are some guys that just have a knack, D-Row, of being able to get the barrel of the ball, and this is one of those guys.
Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. Stepping in now, Joe Carter. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1.
Well, they've yet to hang a number on the scoreboard, but it looks like they've got a great opportunity from the breakthrough. Going to be pretty demoralizing if they can't.
second at the 2-0 change, and it's back to 2-1.
If he's going to dial up 2-0 changeups and have a good feel for it, this offense is going to have trouble breaking through against this guy.
One there on the first, and they get the double play. But boy, was he ever upended at second base.
Well, there's the pitcher's best friend right there. The inning was off to a rough start, right? But nothing changes that like a good old 2-ball. We'll see if they can strand the runner at third now.
As you look at a fastball too high for ball one.
Great job by everyone involved right there. Executed a great pitch, got the double play. But don't kid yourself, there's still a guy standing on third base. He still needs one more out.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Judge is on his horse. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. Angels leave one. They're still down. It's 2-0. Set now for the bottom of the fifth. And up next to Berkeley area native Marcus Simeon. Started the breaking ball far too inside that time. Laid off for ball one. Now a rocket deep down the line and left. Into the concrete staircases and gone. It's a solo shot for Marcus Simeon. Number 17 for him on the season. And the A's lead it now 3-0.
Hey, listen, there's an old adage in baseball that solo home runs won't kill you. This is one of the top hitters in that lineup. So a home run, a solo home run right here, is not the end of the world.
Out in front of it, strike one. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Now the 0-1. A great job of changing speeds there. It's 0-2.
All the makings of a big inning right here. One already left the yard, and the power hitters are coming up.
Might have been looking to find that outside corner, but he couldn't quite get it there. It's 1-2.
He wasn't even close to swinging right there. That was a stone-cold take.
The 1-2.
Ball, that's off the plate.
Well, he kind of got caught chasing the first two pitches out of the strike zone. But I think he's caught on to their game a little bit right now. Two tough pitches that he took with 2 strikes, and now the count is 2-2.
Throw on to first, so a good comeback there as he gets the first out of the inning.
Had to protect there with 2 strikes, and he just got it off the end of the bat. Not much of a problem for the infield at that point.
Into the box, number 19. Popped him up. Hernandez in foul ground. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
The left fielder, number 25, Andrew.
Base is empty, 2 away, and that'll bring up the former National League MVP, Andrew McCutchen. And now the first pitch. And a breaking ball backs him out of the way. 1-0 the count.
That's a good pitch right there. But, you know, as a base stealer, when you're in the box like that, you want to protect your moneymakers, right? You don't want anything around your knees or your feet, so he was fortunate to get out of the way of that one.
1-1 to Andrew McCutchen. Fouled away. Here comes the 1-2. Swung on, and he went fishing in the dirt. Rodriguez finds it. Throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. 1 scores in the inning, coming on this solo home run. Through 5 innings, it's now 3-0 Oakland. Now it'll be Roberto Clemente. He flew out his first time around and then was a strikeout victim most recently. Strasburg comes set. Here it comes. The 0-1 pitch.
That's a ball.
Hey, this is a real pesky hitter right here. As a pitcher, you really like to keep this guy off the bases. This is a guy that kind of sets the tables for big innings.
A ball and 2 strikes now. Here comes the 1-2. Hit the other way out toward right field. Judge is under it. Makes the play. 1 away.
The batter, the first baseman.
So here is Keith Hernandez. He's lined out and flied out in 2 plate appearances. And he lays off there 1-0. Lifted down the line in left. And a diving try in left, but he can't come up with it.
Hey, that was a nasty backdoor slider right there, but he was able to stay tough and drive that baseball the other way.
Mike Trout comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Blown away as he misses again. 2-0.
We've seen this before. Fastballs in, then breaking balls away. That's been his plan of attack throughout the first half of this game.
That's in there. Base hit. And they are on the board as the run scores from second to narrow the gap to 3-1 now.
Now batting.
Boy, big game yesterday from these guys, Dero. It takes them a little while to get through on the score column, but finally they get through in the middle part of this game.
Yeah, Dan, yesterday it was a fight to get to the bat rack. Everybody was squaring balls up left and right. Today, not the same. Pitcher's been executing, but they were able to dial it in. Hopefully that's the breakthrough.
2 takes, and now he's down 0-2. I'm not sure, but he may have been taking to give the guy at first a chance to run.
And that finds its way through for a base hit. And that runner will hold up at second with 2 aboard now.
The batter.
Well, there's a case, not that bad of a pitch, 0-2 Hero, but something he'd like to get down and bury the strike zone, no doubt about it.
Yeah, ground ball with eyes right there. Nice job by the offensive player. Just to battle. 0-2 is a tough spot to be in. He battled.
Now the Oakland skipper's up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And that's going to do it now for Steven Strasburg. So he'll leave with the lead. Can't lose this one, but he is responsible for the 2 runners out there, so he could get a no decision if they were to come around and score. J.B. Wendelken takes the mound to try to get out of this mess. There are 2 on with only 1 away. Plate now, Gary Sheffield, as he overcommits here to a slider out of the zone. 1 strike to count. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Smoke toward the hole. And that's through into right field for a base hit. And they will hold that runner over at third as he'll move up only 90 feet, but the bases are loaded with 1 away. In now, Buzz Rodriguez. The first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Trout at third. Contreras on second. Sheffield is over at first with 1 away. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
Clearly, this is a tough situation to be on the mound, but the key here is minimizing. They're up by 2, so if he could find a way to get out of this bases-loaded jam by only giving up 1 run, that would be clutch.
Back up the middle and in for a base hit. 1 run is scored. Now a long throw to third. And he's safe.
Hey, after being down by 2, getting into the middle of this one, that's a huge base hit right there, Giro. Big 2 RBI now.
Yeah, down by 2 right there, able to come through for the team, and we probably got an exciting finish on our hands.
Check swing, too close to fall, so the appeal goes down to Eric Summersgill, who says he did go around. That's strike 1. Now a ball lined hard toward right center. The catch is made deep in the alley, and here comes the runner from third. And not in time as the run scores.
Boy, this one looked like he was headed for extra bases off the bat. Instead, a line drive bullet caught the alley, but he does end up getting a sacrifice fly.
Joe Carter is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0. 1-1 the count to Joe Carter. And this one runs a little too far in, ball 2.
Not a bad spot to miss right there. Much rather have it run inside than out over the plate where the hitter can do a lot of damage.
We're all even at 2-2. 4 runs here in this half inning. Now a fastball inside, and he works it back to a full count now.
Good spot for an RBI. Put the ball in play with the runner in motion. He could score all the way from first.
And a good at-bat that time as he lays off for ball 4. And as a result, that'll move a runner up into scoring position now with 2 away.
He did not want to let the hitter off the hook with 2 outs, and now he's got a runner in scoring position to deal with.
Tom Hinkie is going to come on in relief as he'll be making his 20th appearance of the season. Looking to keep this a 1-run game, the pitch. Here's the 0-2. And a check swing. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. It's ball 1. Ready with the 1-2. Fouled off. Hit out towards second. It's flagged down deep in the hole. Throw on to first will finally retire him as the inning will draw to a close. 9 men come to the plate, 4 score. To the bottom of the 6th we go. 4, 5, and 6 coming up. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Matt Chapman. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch.
Oh, that's it.
2-0 to a guy with this kind of pop, you better be awfully careful because he's going to be swinging out of his shoes.
Now here's the pitch.
Ball 3.
Great situation right here. Leading off the inning, you've got to find a way to get on base any way possible. But I don't like to take the aggression away from hitters. If it's in your zone, I want you swinging.
And that one misses, so the leadoff man will head down to first on ball 4 to start the bottom of the 6th.
Well, that is definitely not the way to start an inning. One thing to give up a walk, but to do it on 4 pitches is pretty alarming. He looks a little thrown off right now.
So a runner at first now with nobody out. And up next, it'll be the Hall of Famer George Brett. The stretch. In the dirt here. Some stirring now in that Angel bullpen as it'll be both a lefty and a righty that start to get loose. The 0-1 pitch. Hit hard on the ground towards second. The second for 1. To Hernandez, and it's a double play. Base is empty now after the double play. Coming forward, the veteran outfielder, Aaron Judge. High in the air down the right field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. windup and the 0-1. Offered a low one there, but came up empty.
Offered at that breaking ball below the zone, and that's a tough one to spit on. But the key is recognizing it coming out of the pitcher's hand earlier, making sure that it goes up before it comes down. More likely to be a hanger when that's the case.
1 and 2.
And it's a ball and 2 strikes now to Aaron Judge. Just a bit low. Tough call, but it's 2 and 2.
Good job to lay off that 1-2 breaking ball. Put himself right back in this at bat.
Swing and a miss, and that's out number 3. A's go quietly there. Score holds at 4-3. All set for the start of the inning. Digging in is the outfielder, Roberto Clemente. Popped him up. Brett near the first base bag. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Every pitcher loves to get quick outs, right? How about that? One pitch, one out, a pop-up to start the inning.
Next to hit is Keith Hernandez. He doubled his last time up. First pitch on the way. Swing and a liner. And that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. Legs churning. He's headed for second. And he'll reach second now with one away.
And he just blasts this thing down the left field line. I thought it might bend foul, but it lands just inside the chalk, and he's able to leg it out for a double. Good looking swing.
And now time is called, and the reliever is warm out there. Bruce Sutter is called upon, and it's not for his usual role. Just hoping to keep the deficit at 1 here. Standing in now, Mike Trout. He'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Line drive to left. McCutchen is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone now.
Absolutely jumped all over that fastball, and it might have been a home run if he had any elevation under it, but it was basically right at the outfield.
Next to hit will be Wilson Contreras. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. Hernandez at second with 2 down. Swing and a line drive. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Acuña's there for it. Retires the side. Angels strand 1, and it remains a 4-3 game. Mariano Rivera gets the call from the pen to take the ball for the home 7th. Last half of the 7th here, and next will be the imposing power bat, Jimmy Fox. First pitch on its way, as he'll reach unsuccessfully at a slider away at strike 1. Rivera has racked up over 1,300 innings on the Major League mound, with an ERA just under 2.5. That's allowing just over 2 runs per 9 innings of work. Comes set, and the 0-1. Well out in front of the breaking ball there for a strike. And he struck him out.
Nice job there, taking care of the leadoff hitter via the strikeout. I'll tell you, in a 1-run game, especially this late, getting that first guy in the inning is so important. It changes the whole complexion of the inning, so that was a big out.
And the Hall of Fame catcher Gary Carter hits next. And he'll take a look at ball 1. Here comes the 1-0. And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
That's the exact spot to lean on as a reliever. As a hitter, you just have to tip your cap and look for the next one.
1-1. This is line to left. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
The batter, number 10, shortstop, Marcus.
At the plate, Marcus Semien. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. A hit and 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. The 1-0 is taken for ball two.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitter's counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches. And when he's getting the ball in his zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
Too tight with that one. 3-0.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters. So you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
Out in front here is this one scorched foul to the left. We're in the 7th inning now of a 4-3 ball game. And he missed with it. Ball 4. So that means now the potential tying run will move into scoring position at second.
The center fielder, number 13.
Acuna digs in now. Been a rough go of things at the plate for him so far, but his guys are looking for him to change that right here.
Yeah, nothing better than coming through for the boys in a tight game, Matt, especially when you're kind of due to do something productive.
Now the first pitch. And this runs inside, and that looked like it got him pretty good.
Well, as a leadoff man, the team looks for you to get on base any way you can. This isn't the preferred route, at least for him, but hey, they'll take it.
Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. And this is lined hard to deep left. Catch is made. Here comes the tying run from third. The throw's offline. He's safe. It's a big 2-out hit, and that ties the ball game.
Well, that wasn't your standard sac fly hit. It was hit pretty low and hard, so it wasn't a given they were going to send it. But they did, and they add a number to the run column.
First pitch of the AB now. Semien at second. Acuna on at first with 2 down. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. A pause. And the 0-2. Swing and a liner. Oh, and he can't hang on.
Boy, when things are good, things are going really good. How about a swinging bunt infield single right there for his third knock of the game, D-Row?
Yeah, he has to be feeling frisky right now. He's had 2 great at-bats, and then this one, he's 100% on fire. Getting an infield single for his third knock of the game, that's awesome.
He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. He's set. The 0-1.
He put himself in a good position jumping ahead 0-2 with the bases loaded. Now we'll see if he can finish it off.
0-2. Here it is. Got him. So the damage winds up not being as bad as it could have been as they'll strand the bases loaded. This side is retired. Clearly fired up to work out of that jam. More matinee baseball here on a Wednesday afternoon following this. Now at the plate is Gary Sheffield. And this tie ball game is a battle of the bullpens now, and I'm sure you're enjoying that.
Bullpens are such a big part of baseball now, Matt. All these teams have such good 7th, 8th, and 9th inning guys. It all boils down to whose bullpen is better.
Count now a ball and a strike. And they'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now. Really tied him up on that one.
Yikes, he kind of looked clueless on that swing right there, Matt. If I'm pitching, I'm going right back to that same pitch.
Here now the 2-2.
Looked like he tried to elevate a fastball on that 2-2 pitch there, but kind of overdid it. With a pitch that high, it's pretty easy to lay off if you're the hitter.
The next 3-2. Here's a fly ball, well hit. McCutchen looking up. And that ball will stay fair, and it's gone. A home run.
Well, he hit a homer last night, too, so it's obvious that he's in a groove right now. My advice to this staff, don't give him anything. He can extend his arms on. You do, and he's going to make you pay for it, just like he did.
Catfish Hunter is on the pitch here in the 8th with nobody out. So now to the plate, Pudge Rodriguez. Grounded back up the middle. And a good throw gets him, one gone. Striding in is Bobachek. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. And he'll take a changeup here for strike 1. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Hit on the ground out to short. And that's the second out. And now for the Angels, Joe Carter. Now the pitch. And it's fouled away.
Lucky he got a piece right there. He was definitely late on that pitch after seeing a previous off-speed pitch.
And he lays off for ball 1. Change up just off the black, and it's 2-1.
Count is 2-1.
You can really tell they're trying to keep the ball in on this big slugger right here.
Is that an effort to keep him from getting extended, do you think?
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt, but he might spin to win if he starts looking for it in there.
Set to deal on 2-2. And he fouls this one off. 5 runs, 11 hits, and no errors to this point for the Angels. Hit back up the middle, and that's through for a hit. So the 2-out base hit, and the top of the inning is still alive.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. He'll hold at second, and there are 2 aboard now. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Roberto Clemente. His day at the plate hasn't diminished. Here's a fly ball, well hit. Racing back the right fielder, and it's off the scoreboard. Wow! Into the box, Keith Hernandez. As he will take strike 1 on the fastball here, no balls and a strike. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan Dero, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen? Well, the side is retired as they make the play. So 4 runs in the inning, and they come on the strength of the 2 big flies. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. It's Tyler Matzek is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 68.
Bottom of inning number 8 set to go. And next to bat will be the first baseman, George Brett. He's set and the pitch. As he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1. And he watches one miss outside. 2-0 now. Matzek, once an Atlanta Brave, he was signed as a free agent in the middle of last season.
Yeah, I know he expected to get a longer-term deal, but these are the facts right now. He is on a one-year deal, and he is going to have to produce if he is going to get that multi-year he's been looking for come off-season.
The 2-1 home. Makes him swing and miss on a ball out of the zone for strike 2.
When your team is behind this late in the game, it's not a good look for you as a hitter to show no discipline and wave at a pitch that wasn't even sniffing the zone.
3-2 now. Now the payoff pitch home. Swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
Boy, that's really disappointing for a guy that has wheels, right? All he wants to do is get on base and take advantage of the strength of his game, which is his speed. But with a strikeout right there, you can't get on first base if you strike out.
Aaron Judge is at the plate as he looks at ball 1.
I'd be real surprised if he goes back out away there on the mound. This is a count for a fastball challenge, and we'll see if he's ready for it in the box.
Now the 1-1 pitch. And it's another K. So back-to-back strikeout victims to start this relief outing. At the plate now is the designated hitter, Jimmy Fox. And they're down to their final 4 outs here, Dan.
Yeah, it's not looking too good for them right now, Matt. They've got a significant hill to climb, but they've got to take it one bat at a time. A couple of guys get on, and then who knows what could happen. Well, he punched out the last guy, but he didn't get any favors from the blue on the first pitch in this at-bat. Probably should be ahead of this hitter instead of behind.
And he will indeed make the play in foul territory to retire the side. New inning set to get underway, and at the plate will be the speedy outfielder, Mike Trout. No balls and a strike to count. Catfish has the sign. Here's the 0-1. Hit on the ground to short. And that is into left field, so the leadoff man's aboard to kick off the ninth.
I mean, that's a well-executed curveball right there. Pitcher does exactly what he wants to do. Gets the hitter out on his front foot, gets him out and around the baseball, and still finds a hole.
On to first, and they turn the double play. Stepping in once again is Gary Sheffield. He went deep earlier, and he's 2 for 4 to this point. Throw on to first, gets him, and the side is retired. So a good job for him there to bounce back after giving up 4 last. Robert Gesellman is going to come on in relief as he'll be making his 20th appearance of the season. So striding in to start the ninth is Gary Carter, and they could use a spark from him here. Reggie Jackson will get up off the bench to lead off the home half of the ninth. They've certainly got their work cut out for them here, so he'll just need to work on getting aboard. Here's the first pitch. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. He'll start this one at 269. 7 homers and an even 20 RBIs. Hit in the air out to straightaway left. And the pinch hitter is retired here, 1 away.
The batter, number 10.
Now to bat, Marcus Semien. Comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. First offering on its way. Pitch popped up. Rendon is there, and folks are starting to head for the exits now. 2 gone here in the ninth.
Number 13.
And here's Ronald Acuna Jr. now. He needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the ninth. Fouled away. 2 out, nobody on. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Last strike now for Oakland. And that's a swinging strike 3 in the dirt. Throw to first here is going to be in time as the Angels have earned a sweep here in this brief two-game series as this ball game is over. 8-4 the final this afternoon. Los Angeles posted 4 runs in the 8th on the way to victory. Mariano Rivera claims the win out of the pen, his first. So that'll do it for us. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to the new website, theshow.com.
Our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Angels.
Clean up base, pick up the pace. I'm out to chase, money in case. Clean up base. Got a call for it if you got it. Ain't no stopping on the go. Got a call for it if you got it. Going live, good at the show. Got a call for it if you got it. Ain't no stopping on the go. Got a call for it if you got it. Going live, good at the show. Pick up the pace.
Inside the Show. Here's your host, Justin Allegri.
Good Thursday morning to you, Show Nation. Let's jump right into Wednesday's baseball action. Starting out west in the American League, the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim completed a short two-game sweep as they defeated the A's in Oakland 8-4. The Indians broke up their 5-game losing skid as they got a win over the Astros in Houston 5-0. The Mariners totaled 11 hits as they grabbed the win over the Rangers in Arlington 8-5. The Toronto Blue Jays allowed only 5 hits in the game as they took down the Red Sox on the road 5-3. Eloy Jimenez launched 2 home runs and added 5 RBIs to his total, helping the White Sox dispose of the Twins 8-2. He has now hit safely in 15 straight games. The Detroit Tigers smacked 15 team hits as they took down the visiting Orioles 11-6. Ranger Suarez earned the 3rd W of his season, helping lead the Royals to the win over the Yankees 3-2. The Chicago Cubs put together 10 total hits as they took down the Fish in Miami 5-1. He is among the AL leaders in wins. To 3. The Pittsburgh Pirates got 18 hits as they beat the